Hello, my name is Abby Griswold, and today I'm going to be talking about green networks and the Internet of Things. So, the first question is to provide an overview and my perspective on my topic. The topic that I chose is a unique network design. I decided to focus on the relationship between the Internet of Things and more sustainable or green networks. The Internet of Things provides better connectivity and interactions with users, facilitating the smarter use of products such as electricity, which is shown to decrease overuse and waste. With the use of IoT-enabled devices, users are able to benefit from this sustainability through annual savings. This is also beneficial for creating self-sustainable smart cities that can gather and store power more efficiently. Question number 2, why did I choose this topic? I chose this topic because it was the first one I saw that drew my attention. Sustainable living is something that I have interest in, and this topic worked that in as well as being related to the course. Green networking is a hot topic right now, and I feel like it is important to have knowledge on current events. Question number 3 is, how far along am I on my paper? I would say I'm about 95% done with the actual research part of the paper, and then I'll begin writing the physical paper shortly. My personal writing style for things like this is like compiling all of the information and research that I can find and then start writing the paper. And I feel like I have like a better process of doing that because I can just write the paper versus having to like look up information and then write and look up information and then write. Question number 4, who will read my completed paper before I submit it and why did I choose them? The person that I chose is my mom to read my completed paper. I chose her because she has a master's degree in library science, and also she's been my primary listener with all things school related since I've started at out of state. Question number 5, what have I found on my topic that surprises me and or what have I learned in doing this paper? When I chose this topic, I knew only a small fraction of the available information. I've learned the ability of the Internet of Things is continuously growing as its use is growing, as well as that sustainability is not always about using less, but being knowledgeable about the use. And what I mean by that is you don't have to necessarily use less power or use less water. You just have to know why you're using this much power and why you're using this much water. And having the data to actually look at and analyze is much more important than just using less power or using less water. Question number 6, are there any cool graphics, videos, etc. that I plan on linking in my paper? I've come across a lot of tables and graphs in my research so far, but I decided to show an example of what a potential smart city would actually look like. The best so far, in my opinion, is Luciad's example of a self-sustaining smart city. As you can see, they have solar panels, windmills, and a public transportation system. Question number 7, which course objectives do I think relate to my paper? The course objectives I think relate to my paper are cover the basic features, operations, and limitations of today's computer networks, as well as students examine wireless technologies and students examine the Internet of Things. Finally, question number 8 is anything else to add? And the one thing that I want to add is I appreciate that we were able to pick our own topics. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing the research for this topic and learning more about a topic that I'm passionate about. So that concludes my podcast on green networks and the Internet of Things. Thank you for listening. Bye.